What's up you guys, it's Ben and welcome back to my channel where we talk about everything there is relating to selling on Amazon. So in today's video what I want to do is share with you my story of how I unfortunately lost £5,500 selling on Amazon very recently. Now I am in two minds of making this video because on one side I still believe Amazon FBA is one of the best ways of making passive income in 2021, and I really don't like putting negative information out there around Amazon because then people who are watching this video will use that as an excuse to tell themselves not to even start selling on Amazon. I still believe this is one of the best ways you can make extra income to help your lifestyle as well as people's around you. However, at the same time, guys, I've created this channel to be as transparent as possible. And the truth of the matter fact is, guys, Amazon FBA is still a business. And with every business, there is risk involved. Yes, with Amazon FBA, there is less risk given the amount of capital you need to put up front in comparison to opening up a retail store, hairdressers, whatever. However, at the same time, there is still risk involved. So hopefully by watching at the end of this video, you'll get an idea of the risks involved, and hopefully there's some things you can take back from so you can potentially avoid losing money in your Amazon FBA journey. With that being said, guys, if you are interested in selling on Amazon, please don't forget to check the links down below for my own personal mentorship where I will help you start off your Amazon FBA journey on the right foot. Otherwise, guys, if you're running on a relatively low budget but you still want to use some of the business tools that I use, please don't forget to check the links down below for Helium 10, the best product research tools out there. Awesome, the best e-commerce accountants out there in the market at the moment, or Tide, the best business bank account to start off your Amazon FBA business. With that being said, guys, let's get straight to the video. End up losing £5,500 on Amazon FBA. Well, it's really simple. I actually ordered a product back in March, something that is quite of a dangerous product, but at the time was perfectly safe and allowed to sell on Amazon. I always tell my students and all of you watching my videos to make sure to check whether or not you are allowed to sell on Amazon before any product, before putting any money up front, buying from your suppliers in China. You need to make sure you are allowed to sell on Amazon. And there are various ways of doing it. You can potentially create a dummy listing first in the category. So basically you create a listing and you ask and see basically if Amazon is going to provide you with any error messages that you basically are not allowed, your account is not permitted to sell this particular product. You can also use the adding products tool to see if you are potentially allowed to sell various products on Amazon. So for example, if we type in a simple product such as a basketball, you can see if by going down here that you are, by selecting a new condition, you are allowed to sell this product. Basically, I can click on this and then I can create a listing. I can do for various basketball related things and so on and so forth, because this is a very simple, very easy product to sell. However, something that is a bit more basically harder to sell because it's a medical products and stuff like that. Sometimes during certain parts of the year, unfortunately, these products are not allowed to sell on Amazon, and nobody is allowed to sell them because Amazon simply doesn't accept any new applications. And the way to know this is very simple. As you can see, show limitations, it's not available. I am not allowed to sell, for example, this thermometer. I'm not allowed to sell this one, and you can clearly tell that this particular product is gated. Very simple. And also, if you actually show onto limitations, you're not approved to list this brand, and we are currently not accepting new applications. And this is what you would get if you try to sell a thermometer at the moment. Now, the problem comes in, guys, is that back in March, certain products were absolutely fine to sell on Amazon. And it was one of the products that I personally chose to buy from Alibaba because I created the dummy listing. I did all the checks that I always tell my students to do beforehand, and everything came out clear. There was absolutely no problems at all whatsoever. However, guys, the problem is with the shipping being so long at the moment, which, you know, it went from 4 weeks now to all of a sudden being 8 to 12 weeks, Amazon changed their rules because Amazon basically, now that summer has approached, they changed the rules as to what they are allowing and what they are accepting new applications and what they are not accepting. And unfortunately, my product has come into the category of not accepting those new applications. So I find myself now sitting on £5,500 worth of stock that I am not allowed to list on Amazon. I'm not allowed to send any inventory whatsoever. Now, when I actually spoke to Amazon about this, it is really simple. I've actually screenshotted it here. We've reviewed the case and understand that you would like to request approval to sell my ASIN. As per your request, I understand you're a registered brand on Amazon, so they can clearly tell that I've actually got a registered brand for this as well. In response to your question about approval to sell your product, we are currently not accepting applications to sell these items. We will not provide any more information at this time. That's it, okay? And that is really, really annoying because I spent £5,500 on this product, and now by the time it has arrived, I cannot sell this. And I have done everything to overcome this because at the end of the day, guys, Amazon is run by bots. So I tried creating a new listing. I tried to take away some of the keywords that potentially could trigger these bots in catching me out effectively. I even tried listing this particular product under a different category. Hopefully I can bypass Amazon security checks effectively. However, nothing came through. Each and every single time I created a new listing or tried to make some changes, within a day or two, the listing became inactive. And whenever I click on it, it basically says that you unfortunately are unallowed to sell this product at the time. So therefore, currently I'm literally sitting on all of this inventory in my storage house, having nothing to do with it. So what am I going to do? Well, it's really simple. I have two options. Either number one, I wait for Amazon to start, accepting applications to sell this product again. However, with this particular product, it sells extremely well in the summertime. And by the time they are going to accept the new applications, which are most likely going to be in Q3, it's going to be past the peak of the sale season for this particular product. Or I'm going to start potentially fulfilling my merchant and selling this product on eBay, potentially Facebook Marketplace, Gumtree, and trying to get as much money back from the inventory that I spent initially. And that is the annoying part at the end of the day, guys, because you can understand clearly that this is something that potentially I couldn't have done anything to avoid this. This is something that, in my opinion, was completely outside of my control. However, guys, if you think otherwise, if you think I could have done something else, something different, and something I can potentially done to avoid this, please help me out and try to comment down below so I can take your advice and hopefully get some of the money back that I initially spent of the inventory. I'm not worried too much because I do believe by some point next year I will get that money back. I will hopefully sell out the inventory one way or the other. However, it is very annoying because it is taking up quite a bit of capital. Obviously, of course, it's taken up quite a bit of space in my storage room as well. Now, also I want to stretch before I end this video, guys, is that I've lost £5,500 because I was able and I was affording to spend that initial money on that initial inventory. For most of my students starting on a £1,000 to £2,000 capital, I never ever advise to spend so much money on the very first shipment. However, given the shipping delays, given what's going on at the moment with COVID, etc., I took sort of the risk and I knew what I was going to get myself into, and I spent that much money because I really believed in this product, and unfortunately it backfired on me. However, lesson learned, next time I'm definitely going to be spending a lot less on my initial inventory regardless of how much cash I have in the bank at the moment, and I'll make sure to learn from this lesson, and I hope you have learned with me as well. With that being said, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and like I said before, please don't forget to check the links down below for my own mentorship. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.